Welcome, for another comic book stories. Let's talk about number 552 issue of the Amazing Spider-Man Brand New Day. Number 551 ended as a tragedy when Spider-Man and Jackpot tried to rescue Councilwoman Parfrey against the menace. During the intense mid-air battle, the glider malfunctioned and impaled the Councilwoman as Jackpot blames herself of the incident, and Spider-Man fleeing in the scene as a wanted criminal for all murder sprees involving his spider tracers. Issue opens on Jay Jameson in the Sinai Hospital, where he complains on his situation not being able to read real news since the doctors all wanted him to read magazines only by orders of her wife Marla. In DB, formerly Daily Bugle, the headline of the news is Spider-Man a serial killer as what Dexter Bennett wants the news to look like. Under the management of Dexter Bennett, Peter, Robbie, and Betty struggles to work for Bennett, who constantly gets their names wrong and pushes a Spider-Man is a serial killer narrative. At Forest Hills Cemetery, Peter attends the funeral of Councilwoman Parfrey to take photos for the paper. In another panel, Lily, Harry's girl, is talking to his father Billy Hollister to run for mayor to compete against Randall Crown, who is now favored to win after Councilwoman Parfrey's passing. Later, at the soup kitchen at Feast Project where Aunt May works, a drug addict known as Freak steals a donation box. Peter immediately changes into Spider-Man to pursue him. During the chase, Spider-Man tested his new move called Web Wall, a massive intricate lattice of webbing that blocks the path, a way to stop someone of his tracks. Upon stopping the Freak, Spidey gathers all the stolen cash only to be pinned down by the cops. The two cops argued, one on Spidey's side, the other labeled him as a criminal. The Freak escapes the webbing and eventually arrived in a lab that happens to belong to Dr. Kurt Connors. Searching for drugs to get high, the Freak injects himself with an experimental stem cell serum. He soon becomes ill, vomits a strange red goo, and is enveloped in a chrysalis. Scene shifts to Peter meeting up with Harry, Carly Cooper, and Lily Hollister. Lily is collecting signatures for petition to get her father Bill Hollister to run for mayor against the corrupt Randall Crown. Harry pledges a generous amount while Peter can only offer a small amount of cash, a sum that Carly promptly crosses off the list. The next day, at Vomit Alley, the chrysalis becomes a media sensation. In a gambling den, a bar with no name, a number of individuals have placed bets on what's inside the chrysalis, an alien or a publicity stunt. The place is floating hangout for villains and low-level crooks. At Forest Hills, Queens, Peter, relaxing at home and has seen the news related to the chrysalis, is hesitant to go since he is also a target and a prime suspect of the Spider Tracer murder cases. Later on, Spider-Man arrives on the scene. The cocoon explodes, revealing a new terrifying version of the Freak. This mutated creature appears to have its organs on the outside and possesses ferocious claws, setting the stage for a brutal confrontation against Spider-Man. As issue ends here, another villain arises in the city after Mr. Negative and the Menace. Here comes the Freak as Spider-Man continues to handle this new types of villains and his ongoing mishaps on his Spider Tracer cases. How will things go? Well, for Spidey, story will continue on the next issue, so stay tuned. Follow, like and subscribe.